What's going on, guys? Cristiano Ronaldo has dropped an absolute bombshell, an interview with Piers on Uncensored, dropping quotes on Eric Ten Hag, the team, then how the club's run, Sir Alex Ferguson, Wayne Rooney, just absolute can of worms, bombshells left, right, and centre from Cristiano. And I'm just literally getting through the quotes now. There's more and more quotes coming out as I'm live, so I'm just going to try piece them together so I can go break them down and go through, because there's a lot of stuff, a lot of mixed emotions coming out here, and he's just literally dropped it pretty much an hour after we've just beat Fulham. So it was clearly planned. He was clearly waiting for it. But before people, I want to stress, before people kind of jump on the bandwagon and go in on him and, you know, kind of criticize him, there is a lot of stuff coming out of this that's where he's talking about the club. He's talking about his daughter when she was ill. He's talking about loads of stuff. So I'm going to get into some of the quotes now. Make sure you smash the like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you feel like it, because this is an absolute bombshell what's gone off with Cristiano Ronaldo. Done an interview with Piers on Uncensored. So I'm going to dive into some quotes now. I've pieced them together the best I can, but like I said, there's still quotes coming in about Sir Alex Ferguson, Wayne Rooney, the team, loads of shit, absolutely loads of shit. So I'm going to break it down now. Get your comments in down below and let me know what you think of these quotes, because they're absolute madness. It's a can of worms. A can of worms. So, on the coach, Cristiano Ronaldo, if he's being forced out, he said, yes, not only the coach, but another 2 or 3 guys around, I feel betrayed. People should listen to the truth. Yes, I feel betrayed. And I felt that some people didn't want me here, not just this year, but last year too. Cristiano Ronaldo and Ten Hag, I don't have respect for him at all, because if he doesn't show respect for me, you don't have respect for me. I will never have any for you whatsoever. The interview has been done, but I don't think CW78, but I don't think they're dropping it until Wednesday, I think it is. So there's been pieces and quotes that have come out, and they dropped a little like trailer, like a clip, 2-minute interview, and there's a couple of quotes from that. And there's an article in The Sun, if you check that out. There's a few bits from there as well. But the full thing's being released on Wednesday. I've got quite a lot of quotes from here that I'm going to get into now. But where's this Rooney clip? I can't find it. I've got the quotes here. I'm going to get into the Rooney clips in a second. Just let me get through these first ones, and then we'll chat about it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Like the video, all that good stuff. I'm going to get into the Ronaldo quotes now. So on Ten Hag, I don't have respect for him. He doesn't show respect for me. If you don't have respect for me, I'll never have any for you, which is a pretty damning quote on our current boss. I think the fans should know the truth. I want the best for the club. This is why I come to United, but you have some things inside the club that don't help reach the top level with City, Liverpool, and even now Arsenal. Funny how he mentions that when he's, you know, in a chat with Piers Morgan, the little snake. But you can't say he's not right about that. This is why I'm saying people are coming out saying he's done and this, blah, blah, blah. But look, you've got to put a bit of perspective into this. Some of the things that he's saying in this interview are spot on, absolutely spot on. But some of the things you're like, is it the best kind of timing? Straight after a win, like it was clearly planned, which is just mental. He's got a quote here on Ralph Rangnick as well when they brought him in as an interim. If you're not even a manager, how are you going to be the boss of Manchester United? I've never even heard of him. That was about Ralph Rangnick. Fucking madness. Absolutely. So obviously he's bottled all this in. He's kept it all to himself and then waited for the right time to drop it, which is obviously now the World Cup, because he's going to be on the plane to Qatar. There's no games to disturb. And yeah, he's obviously knows January's coming, so he wants out. He's clearly planned this, very thoroughly planned this. 51 people in the chat right now. Subscribe to our channel. We've got more stuff coming on this. Smash a like on the video and get your comments in. I'll try and answer as many questions as I can. I can't find the Rooney clip though. I've seen the quotes. I can't find the clip, but I've got the quotes from there. I don't know where. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know where it is. On Manchester United, he said, "I love the fans. I love Manchester United. They're always on my side. But if they want to do it different, they have to change many things." He says, as Picasso said, you have to destroy to rebuild it. And if they start with me, for me, it's not a problem. One quote that I heard from him, which I have to agree with him. It says, Ronaldo says his 3-month-old daughter was hospitalized in July. That is why he could not return for pre-season. And he felt hurt because senior executives at Manchester United doubted him. So when he was saying he couldn't turn up for pre-season, basically his 3-month-old daughter was in hospital, and that's why he couldn't turn up. And that's why it's important not to kind of jump on certain things when you don't really know the full story behind it. And that's why I'm a little bit precautious at times not to jump to extreme measurements, because when you come out and say something like that, his daughter was hospitalized, like 3-month-old, and that's why I didn't go pre-season. That is excusable. If any player, I remember when Cristiano's dad was in hospital, and he said to Alex Ferguson, said, "Boss, can I go? Can I go see him?" He was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. That's the most important thing. Family's the most important thing." So clarity on that, whether Erik ten Hag knew about this situation, whether he told him, I have absolutely no idea. But that is pretty damning from the United executives on that. I fully support Cristiano on that one. There's so many things coming out here about Ronaldo. There's something on Sir Alex Ferguson. So for everyone who's asking for the interview, if you go over to on Twitter, I'm sure on our page Real Reds Talk, they would have retweeted it. If they haven't already, just type in Ronaldo interview on Twitter and it should come up for you. Just get the interview there. But there's some quotes here from Ronaldo on Sir Alex Ferguson that I'm going to get into now. Don't forget, guys, 70 people in the chat right now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the video and put your comments in and let me know what you think about this Cristiano Ronaldo interview, because it's a fucking bombshell. Absolute bombshell that he's just dropped right now. So yeah, on Sir Alex Ferguson, he said, "Since Sir Alex Ferguson left, I saw no evolution in the club. Nothing has changed. I followed my heart. Sir Alex Ferguson, said to me, it's impossible for you to go to Manchester City. And I said, okay, boss, no worries. Sir Alex Ferguson knows better than anybody that the club is not on the path they deserve to be. He knows, everyone knows, the people who don't see that, it's because they don't want to see. They are blind." So this is a lot of built-up tension and things that's been going on for ages, absolutely ages. 73 people in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Push it up to 750 whilst we're in here now. I'm going to dive into a few more. So the quotes on Sir Alex Ferguson, he's obviously had some form of contact. He's been talking to him about it. And obviously his move before he came to Manchester United, he was linked with City. We all knew this. We was all panicking, thinking he'd go there. And he opted out of that and chose United. Maybe if it wasn't the best project, but chose United because his legacy could be tarnished. Maybe he's tarnished his legacy with this interview. Who knows? He spoke about Wayne Rooney as well. There's a couple of quotes on Wayne Rooney. He says, "I don't know why he criticises me so much. Probably because he's finished his career and I'm still playing at the top level." So Ronaldo has got this bow and arrow here on his back, and he's got about fucking 50 arrows, and he's like bang, 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 bang. Executive speaking about Ferguson, not in a bad light, obviously in a good light, but Wayne Rooney, Ralph Rangnick, loads and loads and loads of stuff, and there's still quotes coming in from it now. One second. So he's talking about the facilities at the training ground and at Carrington and all this kind of stuff, which we know as fans. We've touched on this in fairness. So this is why we're kind of agreeing with a lot of stuff he's saying. We know the facilities and stuff are way behind what they should be. We know the stadium's run down. It's got rust. We know the Glazers are inept owners, and we know the club's run like a circus at times. So a lot of stuff that he's saying, there's kind of clarity to it. Do you know what I mean? So nothing changed since I left. The pool, the jacuzzi, even the gym, even some technology, even the chefs, who I appreciate, lovely people. I thought I would see new technology, infrastructure. I saw things I saw when I was 20, 21, 23. So when we spoke about on this, where's this interview? Go over to Twitter and type in Piers Morgan Uncensored Ronaldo, or head over to Real Reds Talk. I'm sure our guy who runs that has retweeted all the quotes and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you drop us a follow on Twitter as well. So he's talking about the training ground facilities there, how they've not changed, the jacuzzi, chefs, all that kind of stuff. He's gone in on everyone. Like I said, he's got his bow and arrow and he's just fucking firing it everywhere. Journalists tweeting, jumping on the hype, saying it's fucking Ronaldo's done at United, which, to be honest, after this interview is dropped, especially when they drop the full interview on Wednesday, it's going to be a madness, an absolute madness. On Wayne Rooney, I'm not going to say that I'm looking better than him, which is true. Like, honestly, he's gone in and he said, as Picasso said, you have to destroy to rebuild it. And if they start with me, for me, it's not a problem. Guys, everyone who's in the chat right now, we've got 71 people. Let me know what you think about this Cristiano Ronaldo, because my head is absolutely everywhere. I don't have a clue what to think about this. I can't strategize an opinion because it's all new. It's all brand new. There's lots of different parts to pick from. And as you've just seen then, I've gone through the quotes there. So, oh, wow, he's even insulted Rooney appearance. That's so unprofessional. He's done with the club. It's over. Well, do you remember when he said, I think he said in August or towards the end of August that he was going to drop this massive interview and everyone will see. And he didn't drop it in September. And everyone was like, what was that interview he was on about? What happened to that? Boom, bombshell. Fucking as soon as United beat Fulham, he knows all the players are going off to Qatar, so he probably won't see him again. Well, he'll see Bruno and Dalot, to be fair. So when he gets to their training camp with Portugal, they'll probably be like, Cristiano, mate, what the fuck? What have you just done, mate? You just dropped an absolute bombshell. And you know the annoying thing is as well? It's with Piers Morgan. That's the most annoying thing. I absolutely hate fucking Piers Morgan, man. Murat246 says he should leave. That's clear. His current influence on the game is absolutely zero. And this is, I'm glad you said that, Murat246, because this is what provides absolute perspective. Yes, there's things going on behind the scenes that are not right, which Ten Hag is trying to change. But let's not pretend that he has been performing this season. Do you know who's got more goals than Cristiano Ronaldo this season? Andreas Pereira. He's got 2 goals this season, Pereira. Ronaldo's got 1. And he's got 1 in the Europa League against Sheriff, which was a penalty. So since June the 5th with Portugal, it was his last goal from open play before the Everton game, before the 1 goal for us. So let's not pretend like he's been absolutely smashing it and scoring all these goals, because then he'd have a bit of credence to what he was saying. He'd have a bit of people in the chat saying Danny Ings, Ronaldo. I mean, it's absolutely popping off. We've got 126 people in the chat right now. Please subscribe to the channel. Smash a like on the video. We're going through Ronaldo talking about Alex Ferguson. We're going through Ronaldo talking about Wayne Rooney, Ralph Ragnick, the chief executives at the club. Things going on. He's clearly been bottling this in for fucking a long time, and it's all just splurted out now. It's an absolute can of worms. We've only got 8 likes on the video. 130 people in the chat, man. What's going on? Pop them up. No matter what he said, it's clear with his form. Exactly. I agree with you, Murat. Ronaldo deserves better. Does he? Does he deserve better? Talk to me on that, Harper. Let me know why he deserves better. In all honesty, we should let him go, but respectively, even though he hasn't been. Where is the full interview? Head over to Twitter. Just type in Real Reds Talk. Some of the quotes should be on there. CR7 is right. Tell me which player in history comes to play when they lost a kid. He loves United, but Ten Hag just hates him. Look, the kid thing, which I've already touched on anyway before, that doesn't sound right. Obviously, I didn't mean it like that. But he mentioned that his 3-month-old daughter was hospitalised in July. That's why he couldn't return for pre-season, and he felt hurt because senior executives at United doubted him. So that is a massive thing to come out of there, and the executives should be fucking embarrassed if they knew about that, or they had a kind of inkling about it, and you know what I mean. Bradders Jr. says for 38, he's a bit of a child. Yeah, there's quite a few different perspectives coming on this. Some saying he's absolutely right in everything he's saying. Some saying he's done at this club. He's embarrassing. Like, everyone is proper 50-50 split on his fan base at the minute. It's mad. It's not even like he's not getting minutes. He has been playing frequently and ghosting frequently. Exactly. He's got 1 goal this season. Andreas Pereira scored more. Luca Digne scoring that free kick against us for Villa equaled his goal tally for the season. 1 goal. He's 38 years old. He's not the Ronaldo like he was anymore, even though he got 20+ goals last season. He's not. He's on the decline. The way we play a proactive pressing system. Ronaldo presses in splurts. He doesn't do it consistently for the full game. And you can tell it hinders him. He hasn't got the mobility and the athleticism to get up and down. He just hasn't. For me, I'm not terminating his contract and paying him. If no one will take him for nothing, then I'm letting him rot in the reserves. Strong words from Adam G there. Solomon Fox, how true is it? I can't see anything. What's going on? How true is it that Erik Ten Hag hates Ronaldo? I think hate's a strong word, to be honest. I don't think he hates him. I just think he's seen how to develop United into the future, and Ronaldo won't be a part of that. Every kind of manager has a scapegoat. Jose Mourinho's done it numerous times when he's come into a club. And they have the scapegoat that sets the example. If you set the example with someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, it sends a message to the rest of the dressing room. What he did with him after he walked out the game against Tottenham and just basically took him out of the squad for Chelsea, sent a massive message down to the rest of the players saying, no one gets away with shit here. I'm the boss, and that's the way it's run. I feel like Ferguson would have done the same, in my personal opinion. Who is Ronaldo? Madness. If you don't know who Ronaldo is, that is, I don't know what to say to you, mate. He is right on the Glazers and facilities, and his daughter is shoot. Exactly, Sam. But other stuff isn't right. Yeah, there's two sides to the story. I agree with some bits that he said. I think it's clear and important to provide perspective on this because he's dropped loads of shit on it. It's mad. As Real Red talks, as we've put in the chat there, interview video drops on Wednesday. The quotes are on Twitter for anyone asking. Name dropping the manager Kyle and expected us to pay him out. No chance. Kyle, go to Twitter. There's just so many comments coming here at the minute. I'm trying to get through them all as much as I can. How do you expect him to perform when he has all of his problems at the club? There's zero stability, and that's why Pedro. Look, I'm not saying I'm trying to give it a bit of balance here, a bit of argument to the back. Like there is things going on behind closed doors which a lot of people didn't know about. Absolutely, I agree with that. And obviously, the end of last season, his son died, or was it his son or his daughter that died? And we had the Liverpool fans paying tribute to him as well. So he's had a lot of stuff going on behind closed doors. And yes, a lot of people describe Ronaldo as a robot, but the guy is still human. If you lose a kid, you've got a kid who's sick, that will have an effect on you 100%. And if you're not being backed by the club where you're a legend, that is a massive, massive problem. 100%. I agree with that. I have no doubts in my mind. The club should be fucking ashamed on that. 100%. But the things he's saying in regards to his performances is you can't agree with that. And saying he disrespects Ten Hag, he doesn't like him and stuff like that. Like I know it's his opinion, but he hasn't been performing on the pitch. What do you expect a manager to do? Just carry you in a team just because of your reputation and because of your name? I don't agree with that at all. We've got 200 people in the chat. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to push it up to 800 subs whilst we're live right now. Get your comments in. I'm going to read through them all. And let me know what you think about this Cristiano Ronaldo interview. He's just dropped a bombshell, an absolute bombshell. Where do I watch the interview? We've put it in the chat where you want to see it. I'm a fan of Fenerbahce. When Ozil came to us, we experienced the same things. It ended badly and he left. So a different take there from Harbour. Like, I agree with that as well. You get these players. I think Ronaldo in his head now still thinks he's at the top level of his game. He's got a goal in the Premier League this season. What do you expect Ten Hag to do? Like, I keep repeating myself, but what do you expect him to do? What does this mean for his legendary status at the club? I mean, I can't speak for all fans, to be completely honest with you, but I think he's gone after this. You can't keep a player. The World Cup will be ongoing. I'm sure the World Cup pundits, and it'll surround that. And then we come back, we play Burnley in the Carabao Cup, which a lot of players I don't think will be involved in because we'll have a lot of players who will go to the far end of that tournament. And then we play Nottingham Forest in the Premier League, and then it's a January window. So you would think, you know what, if you're Manchester United and you're heading into January window, just cut your ties and just, you know what I mean, terminate his contract. It's better for both because all this stuff coming out does not help the club whatsoever. This is like what Pogba was doing times fucking 1,000, times 1,000. What does this mean for? Yeah, I've already been through that. Sorry, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. Everyone is tuning in right now for this Ronaldo interview. Mitrovic Penaldo, we've clearly got a Fulham fan in the thing. Ronaldo was not the intention of building Man United. Ten Hag disrespect Ronaldo by keeping him when he wants to leave. Ten Hag was. We've heard from the Athletic quotes from decent journalists who have good ties within the club, like Laurie Whitwell, Andy Mitten. Ten Hag was happy for Cristiano Ronaldo to leave. But we had no offers. We had no offers that suited Ronaldo. The only offer we had was from a Saudi club. And obviously Ronaldo doesn't want to go there. He still wants to play in the Champions League and still wants to keep his record above Lionel Messi's, which he's been working at for 20 years, something like that. So Ten Hag was happy for him to. Why wouldn't he be happy for him to leave? Because he's clearly got a structure and a plan, proactive way, a pressing, how he wants his forwards to play. And Ronaldo doesn't fit into that. So why would he want to keep him just to, do you know what I mean? It's more of a hindrance than he is doing good, do you know what I mean? We've currently got a poll in our chat. Make sure you vote on that. On Cristiano Ronaldo. I'll get into a few more comments now. As harsh as it sounds, he's the fast piece of negativity that's lingering over the squad. Chelsea fan here, thought I'd drop by because both of our clubs are shit this year. Bit of comedy there from Zane Rabo. I appreciate that. Yeah, they're not. Chelsea aren't doing very well under Potter, are they? Sam says his timing is questionable. Young Startlet wins the game for us, and he decides to do this now. Yeah. With Piers Morgan as well, may I add, who's a cunt. His timing is questionable. No, already said that. Ten Hag is trying to build something and fix the mentality issue. This is the last thorn in our side. Nice to have you, Zane. Form is temporary, class is eternal. Not when you're 38 and you've got one goal in the Premier League. Sorry about that. There's so many comments. He can have his takes, but I do believe he should have respect for Ten Hag. I agree. And Manchester United should act more professional. Where can I watch the full interview? The things we put it in the chat where you can watch it. I don't really think Erik Ten Hag's disrespecting Ronaldo. Ronaldo is just terribly horrible this season. He is getting really old for an attacker. I agree with a lot of these comments that are coming in now. I have to say it 100%. And he is disrespecting Ten Hag. Can you expect if a different player did this, how much shit that... Can you imagine if Anthony Martial came out and did an interview with Piers Morgan and was talking all this dribble? Like, it'd be absolute fireworks. People are also taking this Ten Hag thing way too deep. Remember what Ronaldo said, the club is the exact same when he left. There was no progress at Man United. It's way deeper than Ronaldo or Ten Hag. Pedro Silva there. But he also said, let me find the quote because I think it's important to find this. Where is it? Where the fuck's it gone? Oh, as Picasso said, you have to destroy to rebuild it. And if they start with me, for me, it's not a problem. What's the issue then? That's the whole point. We're trying to build a future. We're trying to build a team in the vision, the way Erik Ten Hag sees it. How can you not agree with that then? Because Ten Hag is kind of making him as a scapegoat, taking him out of the team, saying he's not performing well, all this kind of stuff. He's doing it for a reason. It's because he needs a young striker with mobility who's a top goal scorer. Ronaldo isn't doing his bit there in that team. What more do you want? What do you want the manager to do? I've said it millions of times. It is sad from Supreme. Yeah, it is sad that it's dropped now. It has to be said. Nuno Felipe, maybe it's the club's fault. He's not the first player to complain about. No, that it is. Look. Ultimately, there's two sides to this story. This is the absolute message I'm saying. Some of the things he said in regards to his daughter, in regards to the way the club's being run, the facilities, the training ground, all this kind of stuff is true. But it's the other side of the thing about disrespecting Ten Hag, disrespecting Wayne Rooney on his appearance and things like that. Like, this is bottled up emotional stuff that he's kept for ages. And he's just wait, you know what? I'm going to wait for the right time. The World Cup's around the corner. Boom. Take that media and fucking run with it. Because that is going to be the story. There's a sense with Cristiano, right, where he makes it about himself quite a lot. And he knows dropping this interview after this game, it'll blow up everywhere. The guy's got 400 million followers on Instagram. He knows Piers Morgan's a whiny twat who gets publicity. So it's just, yeah, it's planned for me. What's actually happened from Expo? So Cristiano Ronaldo has done an interview with Piers Morgan on Uncensored, and there's been a few quotes that have been released from it. He's been talking about how badly the club's been run, that he disrespects Ten Hag, he doesn't like him. He doesn't know what happened with Ralph Rangnick, why they brought him in. He's not even a good coach. He says since Sir Alex Ferguson left, there's been no evolution in the club. Fergie told him to go to United, not to City, because he was going to go City, I think. One of the damning quotes that he said, Sir Alex Ferguson knows better than anybody at the club. He's not on the path they deserve to be. He knows, everyone knows. The people who don't see that, it's because they don't want to see, they are blind. And these kind of comments I agree with. I do agree with. Erik Ten Hag disrespected CR7 multiple times. Now I hear that the club executives also did. Shame. How did Ten Hag disrespect him? Did Ronaldo not disrespect him by walking out of that Tottenham game? What player does that? What player has ever done that at Manchester United? Please, someone tell me. Because Ronaldo did it. That is, you can't come back from that. Shocking. That is the most disrespectful thing you can do. As a Chelsea fan, I can see United are doing better than Chelsea. We are in a minute, yeah. But I think Potter will come good. Maybe I'm in the minority of that. A lot of players complained about this club. Shameful. Yeah, the way it's being run, we all know. Look, I've not got this here for no reason. Do you know what I mean? Love United, hate Glazers. Absolutely. I'm fully behind that. The club is rotten at the top, but the manager is not a part of that. Exactly. He just has to work with what he's got, and he tries changing it bit by bit. It's not even on Ten Hag. I don't get all this shite what people are talking about that. Should he be selected in the Portuguese 11? It's Ronaldo. He will be selected. He's obviously going to Qatar. He's going to be an experienced player. And, yeah, with Portugal, it won't be an issue with them. But with the fact that Bruno Fernandes is in there, Diego Dallo, there might be a few words between them. I don't know. But they both really respect him. So, fuck knows what's going to go on there. Cristiano was decent for the minutes he was given. I disagree with that completely. Where are we going? 5 subs from 750 people. We've got 150 people in the chat right now. Please subscribe to the channel. We have content every single day. And obviously, when Ronaldo's interview drops on Wednesday, we'll be live for that as well. We've got 20 likes and 150 people in the thing. Someone make it make sense. I have no idea. You just don't like Ronaldo, right? Okay, well, non-man, whatever his name is, has said that. He's not said anything in the past few months. He's not spoke publicly in time. But this is a massive interview where he's dropped it here. Come on, let's be honest. Erik ten Hag needs a top goal scorer, but if you don't have it, you play with the best you have. Right, let me just put this debate out here right now. Let me just put this debate to bed. Do we look better as a team with Anthony Martial in it? Yes or no? Does Bruno Fernandes play better? Does Marcus Rashford play better? Does the other winger play better with Martial in the team? Yes, we do. He does. Ronaldo hinders the team because of his lack of mobility, his lack of pace to get back into the box when he drops deep. And he's always picking up the same positions as the wingers. So he'll drift over to the left and he just causes a traffic jam in the attack. There's no fluidity. There's no emphasis. Don't tell me he don't cause problems. He does cause problems on and off the pitch. Martial has done Solomon Fox says Martial has done far better than Ronaldo this season with less minutes. Thank you very much. I'll take a shot. I don't know how many subs we're on now, but if we hit 750 whilst we're live, I'll do a shot of this right now. Very random, but yeah, fuck it. Let's go. Doesn't Ronaldo have like 20 goals last year? The sudden change is beyond weird. Telling you it's deeper than CR7 and the coach. Look, like, aside, I've already discussed this. There's problems at the club. We know that. But Ronaldo, I was questioning at the start. I was like, nah, he'll come back. He'll do better, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But he's dropped off. He has dropped off a cliff. His form. There is no getting away from that. I don't care what anyone says. What you mean him disrespecting Rooney and Ten Hag? Literally disrespect Ronaldo. Oh, what the fuck is you on? We've clearly got some Ronaldo FC fans in here. Nice to see us. Ronaldo, go. You just don't like Ronaldo. Not lying. Cristiano would have scored the same amount of goals as last year if he was trusted and not betrayed. Mourinho managed to get United playing good football. And when he tried to make changes in the club, he was thrown out. The structure of the club is a disgrace. I agree with that again. Small footages are uploaded right somewhere. You just hate CR7. I don't hate Ronaldo. I don't get where all these things coming from. I really don't hate Ronaldo. It's just, really ask yourselves now, if Ten Hag's trying to build his team the way he wants to play, he wants that mobile young striker. Does Ronaldo fit that vision? Where's the future in keeping Ronaldo? There isn't. He scored 1 goal this season. One goal this season. Can anyone give me the link for the complete interview? Just head over to Twitter. You'll find it on there, honestly. I'm trying to get through all these comments. Tommy Sullivan, question is, where does he go next? Well, this is the thing. It's not like Ten Hag allowed him to go. It was like, yes, he can go. But no clubs came in for him. There was a reliable journalist surrounding Manchester United who clearly said this. No club wanted him. This is why he stayed at United. If you get his wage bill off the thing, which is like 375k, you can replace him with a striker. Maybe a bit part until the summer, but you can replace him. And if Ten Hag could foresee this and see the way he was acting, why would he not want to get rid of him? He'd want a younger striker in who's going to obviously focus on his philosophy and not disrupt the club, which is what Ronaldo's doing now. I think Sporting Lisbon's an open option to go to, but they can't afford his wages. So if he really wants to leave, I think they should just terminate his contract and let him go wherever, because the more and more stuff it gets like this, the more he's kind of tarnishing his legacy, to be honest with you. Bro, I'm a Man U fan, and this club literally not worth the respect since Sir Alex Ferguson left. That's from Ghost. Adam says, Jose, there's a difference between criticising and insulting. Hasib Ahmed, the clip itself was so explosive, we can only imagine how the complete interview would be like. Exactly, that drops on Wednesday, and we'll have a live reaction for that as well. What happens if Ronaldo doesn't perform at the World Cup? Asking for a friend. Exactly, that's a very good question. What happens? A club's going to really go in for him when they've seen what he's just done now, how much wages he's on, and how high maintenance. They're not going to do it. That's why no clubs went in for him in the summer. Come on. 116 people in the chat. Subscribe to the channel, please. Zimu Chinwe, Cristiano Ronaldo over United. We've got Ronaldo FC in here. The system doesn't suit him. He should leave. Gil now says it. I agree with that. A lot of smart people in the comments. I like it. Did Pep need a fast, tall number 9 to be top of the league and go to the UCL final? Ghost with another good comment. Ronaldo to Chelsea. I mean, I won't put it past that Todd Bowley. He's slinging out money like he's at a strip club. I don't understand his thinking. How does this reflect well on him? Who would want to sign him if he brings this much trouble? You have to think about the PR around it as well. United, CR7, but CR7, this United. Different take there from Uzcan in Kia. Someone will sign him. It's a matter of time. Who's got the cash? Ghost is a difference that Pep's team. We have players from 4 different managers. He's not like so many comments here. Oh, wow, Ronaldo, what is going on? Gabriel Yakum, he's not lying. United has been the same since Alex Ferguson. No improvement. I mean, yeah, there's just comment. People going crazy over Manchester United. Is it time to retire? Sporting Lisbon. Do you think Ten Hag disrespect Ronaldo? I don't think he has disrespected him. Let me ask you a question now. Everyone who's watching, let me talk to you directly through the camera. What happened when we played Tottenham and Eric Ten Hag called on his striker to come on, maybe get a goal, make it 3-0, everyone's happy? What happened? What did he do? He walked out of the tunnel. And went home. He disrespected the club. If any other player did that, he'd get absolutely grilled. So don't tell me he hasn't disrespected the club, because he has. And the manager. That's the biggest thing you can do. It was clear that the things were going to get ugly, and if he's so bad for the club, why do so many United players simply have great respect and pride to be around him? Because he's a legend. He's a GOAT. He's a legend. He's won everything there is. But it comes to a point where you can't just keep playing the guy because of his reputation if he's not doing it on the pitch. Simple. No matter the situation, you should not talk about the coaches like that. Yeah. Saint 250, he'll be continuing in Jan, right, in KO. Do you think CR is at the same level as Elanga to sub him in the 90th minute when you're defending it 2-0? Look, Elanga and Ronaldo playing completely different positions. They're both in different stages of the career. He's got 1 goal this season. 1 goal. Don't let that escape you. It doesn't suit the system. Could he go to another team where the club's built around him and you can afford to have one less man pressing? Yeah, you could. You could do that. But that's not what Ten Hag's trying to do. It looks a lot more fluid with Martial up top. This is my personal opinion. I'm not speaking for everyone. I'm just telling you my opinion. Doesn't matter what minute the game was you're in, you're paid and contracted to do what the manager says. Exactly. I thought this was fake at first, like a deep fake. Doesn't suit the system. Bang on. Thank you. Because you can't rely on a 38-year-old player anymore. So, yeah, I don't even know what to say to some of these, honestly. Professionally, even if it's Ronaldo, exactly. Is he better off at PSG? I don't know. PSG won't sign him. They've got Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe on the books. No chance. Not going to happen. 4 more subs to 750. Please subscribe to the channel. We've got 95 people in the chat. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. We hit 750 whilst we're live. I'll crack out this whiskey and yeah, because it's all going off at the minute. Ronaldo's dropped an absolute can of worms. Mental. Remember, Messi scored 9 goals last season, bro. Yeah, you're correct. But Messi's different. He plays in a different position to up top. And PSG style is completely different to United. So you can't, it's not even a comparison. And he's in a Farmers League. He's not in the Prem. It's completely different. Remember, yeah, I already read that. How many legends do you know that have the same treatment as he's getting at Man U? At PSG, Bags, though. Messi's, yeah, exactly. Don't bring PSG. PSG is a completely different situation to United right now in the Premier League under Eric Ten Hag. Completely different. Ten Hag is nobody, though, in front of Ronaldo. Yeah, it's not about that, though. It's not about that. Like, should he just let him walk over everyone then because he's a legend? Like, is that how we should do it? No. We should do it as a collective, as a team, and the team comes first. It's not. Anyway, people talk about Ronaldo FC shit. I can't be asked with it, to be honest with you. Ronaldo's into Miami. I don't think he'd go there. I think in his head, he still thinks he's at the top level, and maybe he could do a job for a different team in a different league. But right now, we are better without him. I understand the statement that no player is bigger than a club, but that's not suitable for some legends. Messi is a creator. Ronaldo can't do that, fam. He's manager of Manchester United and the boss of Ronaldo. You either respect your boss, who is doing a good job. I'm talking about the system not suiting him. You will see if he goes, bro. Tommy Sullivan, United as a club is too fragile to have huge egos like Ronaldo's, Pogba's, whilst we're going through a transitional phase. Reminds me of Aubameyang at Arsenal. Nail on the fucking head there from Tommy Sullivan. Big up Tommy Sullivan. Niaz in the chat. Solomon Fox, I love Ronaldo, but I think he has reached the end of his career. Right, I'm gonna read through these quotes one more time, just for any new people that are joining, and let me know, and then we'll wrap it up or whatever. But so Ronaldo on if he's being forced out, yes, not only the coach but another 2 or 3 guys around. I felt betrayed. Who do you think them 3 guys are? That's an important question. Maguire, maybe Rashford. I don't know. I'm not. It's definitely Maguire because he's had tips with him before. Ronaldo, people should listen to the truth. Yes, I feel betrayed, and I felt that some people didn't want me here, not just this year, but last year too. Cristiano Ronaldo and Ten Hag, I don't have respect for him because he doesn't show respect for me. If you don't have respect for me, I will never have any for you. I think the fans should know the truth. I want the best for the club, which I like that. This is why I've come to United. But you have some things inside the club that don't help reach the top level, as City, Liverpool, and even now Arsenal have. That's a little flick to Piers Morgan there because Piers Morgan's an Arsenal fan. On Ralph Ragnick, he said, if you're not going to be the boss of United, if you're not even a manager, how are you going to be the boss of Manchester United? I've never even heard of him. I love Manchester United. I love the fans. They're always on my side. But if they want to do it different, they have to change many things. These things I agree with. I agree with you, Cristiano. Absolutely. On these things. As Picasso said, you have to destroy it to rebuild it. And if they start with me, for me, it's not a problem. Again, I agree with that. And then he said his 3-month-old daughter was hospitalised in July. That is why he could not return for pre-season. And he felt hurt because senior executives at United doubted him. Now, I hold my hands up. At the time, when he didn't turn up, I said it's a disgrace. He should be sent to the reserves or whatever. Obviously, you get reactionary when you hear things like that. Now you've heard that and he's come out and said that, you're like, right, that is understandable on any level with any person, any player. Absolutely. On to Alex Ferguson, he said, since Sir Alex left, I saw no evolution in the club. Nothing has changed. I followed my heart. Sir Alex Ferguson said to me, it's impossible for you to go to Manchester City. And I said, okay, boss. He knows the club better than anyone. And that it's not on the path that he deserves to be. He knows, everyone knows. The people who don't see that is because they don't want to see, they are blind. Obviously, a dig to the executives there. We all know this. Mikel Barrison, Twitter is blowing up. Yeah, it's man. This kind of worm's just gone boom. But I said before, bow and arrow. Ronaldo's like bang, 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 bang. Shots fired everywhere, absolutely everywhere. He's actually spoken about Rooney as well. He said, I don't know why Rooney criticises me so much. Probably because he's finished his career and I'm still playing at the top level. Mental. For people who hasn't subscribed to our channel as well, please do and smash a like on the video. We've got 26 likes. Loads of comments in the comment section, so I really appreciate it. And let me know your thoughts on this Ronaldo interview. Are you happy with what he said? Do you disagree with what he said? All that kind of jazz. Right, 1 second. I'm just going to, there's a few more. Whoa. Expect Ronaldo's contract to be terminated imminently. If it's not, then the club have just allowed themselves to be publicly undermined by their biggest star. Tomorrow we'll have about 65 articles. No comment from Manchester United currently on the Ronaldo interview. They don't want to comment on it. Will we hear something from that? I have no idea. People saying we need an emergency Ten Hag press conference. Gil now says Rooney's the same age as CR7, by the way. Mental, what a bit of protein shakes and water can do in it. Rooney's clearly been on them meat pies. Just a joke. Just a joke. I'm seeing if there's any more quotes coming out that I've missed. I'm pretty sure I've gone through most of them. Let me see. Something is arising at the club. A squad is being created. A squad that wants to fight for each other. That's a very important point as well, I think. Kareem Hoot. Ronaldo came to United because of his love for the club. If he was searching for glory, he would have gone to City. Yet this is how United are treating him, like a rookie player. What a shame. I agree with that. I do agree with that. He came to United, 20 plus goals in his first season. You have to respect the man. But this season, he hasn't been up to it. His form has dropped off a cliff. He hasn't been performing. He scored 1 goal. So in rightful respect, which would have happened with any other player, you drop him until he start performing again. Ten Hag's been consistent with this. He's been absolutely consistent with this with all the players. It's not just Ronaldo. He's done it with loads. Di Canio got asked about the Ronaldo interview. I don't know why he's throwing his 2 pence in it, but he is apparently. It's very distasteful and pathetic to use some family problems to attack the club. Wow. That's what Paolo Di Canio has said. Not me. I've not said this. This is what Di Canio said. I don't know why he's throwing his 2 pence in. Apparently, the interview is 90 minutes long, by the way. 90 minutes long. We've had a snippet. Imagine what. Do you think he's gone in on the Glazers on the other half of it as well? I hope he has. I hope he's fucking drilled them because they deserve to be drilled. Cristiano Ronaldo was disillusioned to find that United could no longer sign the world's very best players, making their chance of winning top trophies much harder. Ronaldo won Anfield support after the loss of his child. I didn't expect to see this. Ronaldo wants to focus on the World Cup and win it for Portugal and then come back and resolve things with United one way or another. I mean, I think it's dead now, isn't it? I can't see him playing for United ever again. I said in our review after the game, after the Fulham game, to Sam, who was on at the time, I said, another preview, sorry, is this the last time we see Ronaldo? It certainly feels like that at the minute. Adam says 90 minutes, that's almost his total minutes this season. If a player is not given proper playing time, how would you expect that player to perform? Right, I don't know what you would classify as proper playing time, but I'm pretty sure he's played 11 games and he's played about 5 games in Europe as well. So he's played 10 games, 53 minutes per game, which, fair, just over a half of football. But he's had chances created for him. He has 2.5 shots per game, and he scored 1 goal. So, you know what I mean? Fucking Andreas Pereira's got more goals. Don't chat to me about that. If a player is not given, I already read that. Martial hasn't been given as much time as Ronaldo and has more goals than him. Exactly. Navneet Mishra, poor assist by teammates. He's been supplied though. It's been go watch that Sheriff game back or the Ammonia game. He gets supplied with assist and he hasn't finished. Bottom line, so Nuno Felipe has said, bottom line, Ronaldo could have gone to City to win absolutely everything. He chose United, showing the most respect I've ever seen in football, to be humiliated several times this season. We didn't. What about him walking out the stadium? Has everyone just forgot that? Has no one batting an eyelid to that? We didn't see anyone in the club defending the biggest legend of the club when he was attacked several times by the media. He has a decent amount of assists in Europe this season. I get you can try and pick the bits out from it. I understand he's done certain things, but for a level you want, he hasn't been up to it. Ronaldo did this interview for a reason. He wants to leave the club, therefore it was guaranteed to be decided that the interview would be released now that there is a break. We will never see Ronaldo in a United shirt again. I mean, that's mad, isn't it? Absolutely mad. 2 more subscribers from 750 people. Please subscribe if you're in the chat right now. Let me know what you think about this Ronaldo interview. Obviously, the full interview drops on Wednesday, and we will be live for that as soon as that goes live, like I have been right now. We've got an Instagram live tomorrow. Make sure you all follow us on socials, Real Reds Talk on Twitter, on Instagram for all the latest updates. And Sahil says, could Messi fit better in the United? No, I don't think no. Not the way we press. It'd be another thing where we've got 10 men pressing then and one on his own. He's not doing enough work. He's not good enough to play at the highest level anymore, but there's massive problems at United. And that is the last quote from Pedro Silva that I want to finish with. That is absolutely spot on. He says he's not good enough to play at the highest level anymore, but there's massive problems at United. And that is ultimately, there's 2 sides to the story. There's a scale. Ronaldo's wrong in some of the things he said, and he's right in some of the things we said. And ultimately, over the next couple of days, I'm sure we're all going to be breaking this down. Thank you to everyone for the interaction. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. Thank you to everyone who's liked the video. And yeah, mental. Ronaldo's dropped an absolute bombshell on Piers Morgan Uncensored. And I'm sure this next week at Real Reds Talk, it's going to be a massive, massive talking point. And I can't wait to discuss it with the lads as well to get their thoughts and see what they think. It is 11:10. I do work. I've got work tomorrow, so I'm going to end it there. But thank you again to everyone tuning in. Everyone who subscribed, like the video, you're all a bunch of legends. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Let's see what happens on Wednesday when he drops the full interview. Bye.